Hi, and welcome back to another edition of Maynard O'Connell Press, and we are going to be reviewing the latest creation by author and illustrator Kevin. In this one,
Lightning and the Revenge of Floodman.
The Revenge of Floodman.
In a much earlier comic, there's a new villain called Floodman who makes a flood balloon that floods the entire city, but Lightning defeats him quite easily and destroys his building.
Okay, so
But
this
and now
is that villain.
And now Floodman's made an even more powerful and a super powerful machine that floods the city even more.
And we kind of get a taste of that in that the Lightning Mobile in this cover art is clearly under the water and also
a submarine!
converted into a submarine, which is pretty cool. All right, here we go. Lightning and the Revenge of Floodman. Floodman's Lab, 2:30 p.m.
Yes! My flood maker is done! So he made a flood maker that can...
And then he laughs maniacally. Ha ha ha!
As he presses the button on the remote.
As he presses the button, he laughs maniacally. Meanwhile, get a picture
He
of...
sees the water on his monitor. Uh-oh!
So you can see the Lightning Mobile launching out of its secret lair towards the water.
Yeah, and so does Catman's car.
Oh, that's handy. And Catman. And so then you see a hand reach out and go beep.
That's Lightning. It presses the blue button, which is the marine
And here you
button,
can see the wheels flip up in the Lightning Mobile.
and turn into the submarine.
It bloops into the submarine. And here we have, meanwhile, beep,
It's like beep, beep.
So what's going beep beep?
That's the alarm.
So that's the proximity alarm of Floodman. What?
He's like, what?
And he sees lightning on the monitor. And so here is this a hydrofoil?
Yes!
Wow. And so here is Floodman's hydrofoil zipping across the surface of the water. Meanwhile, I've got it, says Lightning. And
The light bulb.
the light bulb. And I love that we get this like half page, full on, close up of Lightning and his blue eyes, which we seldom get to see this close. And I just really appreciate that we get this near view of him. And he's got an idea.
The light bulb gives the effect.
Yeah. And so here, what you see happen is Lightning's then goes down, down, down. And what is this way down here?
That's the flood maker from the first drawing.
Oh, the flood maker. So it's been flooding this whole time.
And it's still shooting out water.
Now over here, we get an image, and this is really neat. So you did a half page. You did a diagonal cut on the page. The top half is one panel,
Yeah.
and the bottom half is a different panel. And this is actually Catman's submarine vehicle, isn't it?
Yeah, and
it
he
appears
goes
to
up
be headed up towards Floodman's hydrofoil.
Yeah.
And then we get this image of Lightning going now into the radio. And here you can see, here, you banged the table.
Oops.
Okay. Here you can see Catman zipping up underneath the hydrofoil.
And shoots up a harpoon.
Oh, and the harpoon makes it go kaboom! And it's a full page spread of an explosion.
And it shoots Floodman right away and into the water.
And
right near his
meanwhile,
factory.
it looks like
that
so what's happening here? We know that
the flood
Lightning-
maker then reversed due to programming and took all the water back in.
And so the flood maker sucked all the water back in
In a whirlpool.
and then you can see Lightning here going done. And so what I like about, and so then we have, Comic Blitz. Well, it's not on the back, but it's normally what Comic Blitz says. And what I really like about this particular story is that Lightning did his most heroic work kind of in an administrator role, because he did a lot of thinking about the problem, and then he dispatched Catman in his vehicle to go, do a specific piece of work.
Yeah, because as he thought it out, he realized what Floodman had done. He knew about Floodman's history.
So here, sit up with me so we can look at the folks at home and talk about. And so today we learned about the superpower of delegating, which is a superpower I wish I possessed more of. It's a wonderful, wonderful power.
Lightning just realized that when the remote blew up, the machine must reverse. So he found it.
All right.
And
make sure you look at the camera.
And did some things with it.
Yeah.
So
all right. Well, this was an excellent story. I want to say I like seeing your drawing evolve. I think you're making some excellent camera shot choices.
That is actually part of the thing I learned from a comic book making kit.
Cool. I love seeing you perfect your craft. It's really cool.
It shows, it tells you that you can have, imaginary cameras that show the audience's point of view.
I like that. That's really awesome. All right, Kevin, wave to the good people who've watched so far and say, hey, everybody, bye.
Bye!